Hi everyone, this is Mr. Stewart here with your assignment video for the animation course, Level 2, Week 10. And we're going to start this week on our last project for Level 2. And the project is about body language. So this is going to be all about communicating an idea through the pose of the character. And the character can walk, run, do anything it wants, but it has to communicate a specific emotion, a specific way that the character is feeling through simply how it carries its body. Okay, for this week, the assignment is to do a first pass. That can either be a pose test or a straight ahead animation. And then I will give you feedback next week in your review, and then you'll have one more week to finish it up. All right, let's get started. Now in this video, we're going to concentrate solely on planning. At this point, you're familiar with Flipbook and Maya and your rigs, and so we're going to concentrate a little bit more on the beginning section, on the creative section. So this is the spot in planning where you work out your ideas. Now the first thing I like to do is basically just get comfortable, sit down, relax, get a notebook, and start jotting down ideas. In this case, that might include a bunch of different emotions. Now I always want to put a few things that are exciting to me, my first thoughts that I want to put down, and I always want to push myself to try and come up with something that I didn't just naturally think of, something I have to work a little bit harder at. Now really quickly after that, I'm going to go out and take my video camera, set it up, and start shooting video reference. And I've talked about trying to get happy accidents before. You can see that when I first went out, I wanted to do something that was really happy. And I wasn't really satisfied with that. And I started trying to come up with some other more interesting ideas. And so I did a sad thing here. Now this little moment here where I sort of can't decide which way to go and then I just kind of throw my arm, that's a happy accident. It's not something I really would have thought about as I was animating. So I really like that take. But I want to keep going, so I want to come up with more ideas, more unique ideas, just to see if there's another something out there that's even better. So I kind of went through another round of emotions, and I got into one here that was maybe more nervous, trying to stop somebody from doing something, and I really liked the change of pace I got in that video. And now I'm going to do what's called thumbnailing, and it's just basically planning out the poses, especially if I'm doing hand-drawn. This is really helpful. I'm drawing out the character with the attitudes that I've just worked out in my video reference. And this helps me because my character might have some limitation. It might have very short legs or very tall, lanky body, and I want to see how the poses work on the character. Now in Maya, I still have, I'm not going to be able to do it one for one. My drawings aren't going to transfer exactly. But my character still might have limitations. It might have a really big head, and so that thumbnailing is still valuable even if I'm going to work in Maya. Okay, so now I've got my video reference, and I've got my paper, and I'm going to find my major poses, and I'm going to just draw my character out in those major poses. Okay, so I'm going to speed up the video so you don't have to watch me draw all of these, but basically I go in, I find the pose in the video reference that I like, and I draw it. And I try to exaggerate it. Sometimes I might draw it very close to that idea. Sometimes I might try and push it a little bit further. I'm always going to look for what is going to be the most entertaining. And as I continue, I'll get inspired and I'll come up with new ideas that maybe aren't in my video reference. And so I'll go in there and I'll draw those. And that's kind of one of the real benefits of thumbnailing is sometimes you'll be animating along and you'll get this great idea and you want to have those really fun, unique, fresh ideas. But this starts to get those going before you've really gone too far down the road in animating. So you can come up and inspire yourself with new ideas just by sitting down and drawing on a page for 15-20 minutes. And and just kind of come up with whatever hits you. Draw whatever comes to mind and be inspired. And then this will give you more and more ideas for your animation. So now you're ready to go. You got your video reference, you got your thumbnail sheet, and you are ready to get started. So for this week, it is a first pass. You can either do a pose test, or you, if you prefer, can do a straight ahead animation. You'll turn that into your week 10 student folder. I will give you a review and feedback, and then you can do another pass addressing that next week. All right, good luck.